In the heart of a bustling city lived a man named Edmund Hale, known by everyone as the richest man in the land. His houses were many, his lands stretched beyond sight, and his vaults were heavy with gold. Yet despite all he owned, Edmund Hale lived alone. People respected him, feared him, and envied him, but very few loved him. Edmund trusted no one completely. He believed people smiled at him only because of his wealth. Over the years, that belief hardened in his heart. He gave little, shared less, and spoke often about how everyone was waiting for him to die so they could fight over his riches. As old age crept in, Edmund fell ill. His once strong body weakened, and the doctors whispered words they could not say aloud. Knowing his days were numbered, Edmund called for a lawyer. "I want a will written," he said. "Will that will make people remember me." The lawyer nodded. "To whom shall we leave your wealth, sir?" Edmund smiled faintly. "To those who deserve it," but he did not explain what that meant. When the will was finished, Edmund sealed it and gave strict instructions. "No one is to open this until I am buried." Days later, the rich man died. The day of the will's reading came, and the hall was filled. Relatives who had never visited Edmund in years arrived dressed in black. Business partners whispered among themselves. Even distant acquaintances showed up, hoping their names appeared somewhere on the document. The lawyer stood and cleared his throat. "This is the last will and testament of Edmund Hale." The room fell silent. The lawyer began to read. "To my nephews and nieces, who remember my wealth, but forgot my face, I leave my advice: visit people while they are alive." Murmurs spread through the room. "To my business partners, who praised me in public and cheated me in private, I leave my forgiveness but none of my gold." Faces tightened. Then the lawyer paused before continuing. "To my servant, Samuel, who brought me food when I was weak, spoke kindly when I was bitter, and stayed when others left, I leave my houses, my lands, and all my wealth." The room erupted. "How can that be?" someone shouted. "He was just a servant." The lawyer raised his hand for silence and continued reading. "I spent my life collecting riches. Yet the poorest man in my house was the only one who gave me loyalty without expecting a reward. I learned too late that character is wealth, and kindness is inheritance." Samuel, standing quietly at the back, fell to his knees in tears. When the hall emptied, people left with anger, regret, and shame, but also a lesson they could not unhear. Edmund Hale had died rich in possessions but poor in relationships. Yet through his will, he left behind something greater than money: truth. Truth that wealth cannot buy loyalty. Truth that presence matters more than promises. And truth that what you give while alive speaks louder than what you leave behind when you are gone. And so, long after Edmund's gold changed hands, his will continued to speak, reminding everyone who heard it that life is not measured by what we gather, but by who we impact. What do you think is the most valuable thing a person can leave behind? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if this story resonated with you, please give it a like and subscribe for more content that makes you think.